the other characters in this book. Ma'am, I really like the way you introduced the characters in the beginning, and how the sequence of characters went by. So how did you decide that?
Well, if you read the book, so you know that the story starts with her entry into the city of Pratishthan, and to me, she's being left with her father there. So that brings in Yayati into the story, and Yayati is a very colorful character with his own story. His father Nahush before him has got another story of his own. So it was just organic, as the characters came in, their stories also came in. From Yayati to Nahush, then Yayati's, he has two wives. They have their individual stories. So as the characters were introduced, the stories kept coming in, and each one has a little circle of stories around him or her, and that's how the entire book kind of worked out.
It was a very nice flow to the story, to like set up that ground for the story. So I think that was a very nice flow to start off the story, and it got us very much engaged into the characters and into the story.
Yeah, actually, when I was looking at the stories, what I realized was that there's a constellation of stories around, and they're all linked. It's like a cluster, and by this linkage, all the linkages between them, they are revealing another sort of universe or a different world, a different way of thinking, different web of relationships, So this is what I realized, that this was happening on its own. Yeah, so it made the writing a little simpler for me.
Very beautiful. And coming to the writing, like how was the research like for this book? Like how did you decide on the kind of sources you had to look through? And
of course I had to check the story again and again. Wherever I found a reference to the story, I had to go into it. So in the Mahabharata, the story itself comes in different places. It's not it's broken up, it's fragmented, and so you find something in Adi Parv, then you'll find some in Udyog Parv, like 5 parvas later or whatever. And the stories of these other characters, Galav's story, Vishwamitra, the story of Rishi Richik, all these are also not direct bits and pieces everywhere. And there are other references to them, because each one is a character, and is Garud, again, a character in his own right with his own story. So I had to look at all the references, but the real research was not so much into the material which I could find, because these are just stories, but it was into the more into the question of why did these characters do this? Why did Galav have to do this? Why did Vishwamitra ask for 800 horses? Why was Galav compelled to get these horses? What compelled Yayati to give away his daughter to Galav? That is such a drastic. Don't just hand over your daughter. There must have been some reason compelling enough to, so it was the whys of each character, the motivations that were. So it was a different kind of research. I had to really think about what could be the possible answers to this, and would this fit with the framework in which these stories are to be found.
Thank you so much.